So we have example 4 here. If from April 2018 question paper, this said this was there for 6 marks. A column section 400 mm external diameter, so the external diameter is 400 mm and internal diameter is 200 mm, supports an axial load of 4000 kilonewton. So there is axial load of 4000 kilonewton. Now we know what is axial loading, or load which passes through CG of the section. Okay, we have learned this in the concept. Okay, I had explained, if the load passes through CG of the section, it is axial load or direct load. But if the load is away from the CG, that means it is acting at some distance E, then it is called eccentric load. So here P is given 4000 kilonewton. That means through CG of this section, this P is moving. Okay, P is applied there. So if I draw, okay, this is internal diameter. So there is load P acting here. P is acting right at the center of this section, and an eccentric load of 800 kilonewton. There is one more load in addition to this. I will name this load as P dash, eccentric load. Okay, 800 kilonewton. It is 800 kilonewton acting at an eccentricity of 400 mm. So now 400 mm means what? From here it is 400 mm away. So that means there is a bracket here. Okay, there is a bracket here which is attached, and from here it is 400 mm. Okay, so here P dash is acting. Okay, that means there is a bracket like this. Okay, maybe something like this, a gallery, and then there is a bracket, cantilever bracket you can assume, and we have load P dash acting here at distance 400 mm. Okay, from CG. So what is asked to find? Again, maximum and minimum stresses. This is also easy. So what we'll do, what we have to find? F max and F minimum. So let us start with axial stress. Axial stress is equal to FA, or stress A, P by A. Okay, now there are two stresses. One is due to axial load and second one is due to moment. Okay, so P by A, this will be for axial load. So plus P dash by A, this will be for that eccentric load which is acting. So this will be P plus P dash divided by A. So what we have to do? 4000 plus 800 divided by area of the hollow circular section. So this is going to be 400 square minus 200 square. Let us calculate this and write. So I have converted here into newtons. Okay, so this will be 50.96 Newton per millimeter square. So this is axial stress. Let us calculate what is bending stress. So bending stress FP. Bending stress FP is M by Z. So what is moment? Moment due to the axial load is 0. Okay, moment due to axial load P is equal to 0 because it is passing through CG of the section. So P into 0 is 0. Okay, then moment due to eccentric load. Okay, moment due to eccentric load P dash is equal to P dash into E, which is equal to 800 into 10 cube to convert it into newtons into 400 mm. So how much we get? 800 into 400. So it is 320 into 10 raised to 6. Moment we have got. Let us calculate section modulus I by Y. So this will be pi by 64 400 raised to 4 minus 200 raised to 4 divide by 400 divided by 2. Y is distance from center of the section to the extreme fiber. So this is going 5.89 into 10 raised to 6 mm raised to cube. Okay, so we have got Z value and M value. Okay, so let us substitute that and we get the value here 320 divided by answer. So we get 54.32 Newton per millimeter square. Now the things are very easy. So let us calculate F max is equal to Fa plus Fb. So 50.96 plus 54.32, which is, so this is going to be 105.28 Newton per millimeter square, and F minimum is Fa minus Fb. So 50.96 minus 54.32, this is minus value, so tension, so this is tension, this is compression. Now this value will be plotted on the load side. So if I want to draw a diagram, it will be F max here and F minimum is 3, so very small value, this will be 3.36 and this will be 105.28. So if the load was placed little inside, then we would have got no tension case. Okay, so this is tension, this is compression, plus and this is minus. That's it.